Hannah Dohrety, sophomore here for Center Women's Tennis. Congratulations on getting your first SAA weekly honors. This is awesome. You had a really good showing over the weekend in the ITAs. You won your number 3 singles match against, I believe her name was Rachel from Brandeis. Brandeis being ranked nationally as number 10. What was that mentality like going into the match up against these big name schools that you're not really used to?
It was really exciting for us to get to see some competition that we hadn't ever really played against before. And honestly, there was not a lot of pressure on it because they were so high ranked. We were not really expected to come out and win, so we all played really well. And I was coming back from a shoulder injury, so I actually didn't play the first 2 days of indoor nationals, but then I played the third day and didn't feel a whole lot of pressure, so I was able to play pretty loose and just go for whatever I wanted and ended up playing pretty well.
What do you feel was your biggest advantage going into that match?
Honestly, the pressure was all on them to win because they were a lot higher ranked, so I think that kind of put more pressure on her, and I was able to play without that.
Up next, you have another conference match against Sewanee on Saturday. Oh, tomorrow. What is your mindset going into that?
We're really excited to play Sewanee. I think we've got a really good team this year. We've got a lot of new, interesting doubles pairings. And coming straight out of indoor nationals, I think we have a lot of confidence knowing that we can play against some of these higher ranked teams and have better results than we expected. So we're pretty confident going into the match against Swanee. Excited.
All right, Caroline Stallings and Lainey Hill for Center Women's Tennis. Congratulations on getting doubles players of the week for the first time this season. It's major. All right, so you had the ITAs over the past weekend, and you pretty much held your own for the most part. After your match against Brandeis, you gave the Colonels a 2-1 lead going into singles. How did that make you feel getting a leg up on nationally ranked schools like Brandeis, who's ranked 10th, I believe, currently?
It was definitely a very big accomplishment for us. We didn't go in having any pressure on us, so we knew that we could just play the way that we know we can, and I think it definitely showed that we are able to compete with these teams and we can hang right in there with them.
Yeah, just going off of what Lainey said, we saw that our team is neck and neck with a lot of these really top competitors in D3 tennis, and they gave us a lot of motivation moving into the rest of the season.
What's something that you learned about your team over the past weekend?
I learned a lot about where our level is compared to these other teams, and I learned a lot about the resilience and the motivation that we have as a program to really get in there and give it our all this weekend.
I think coming into this weekend, all the teams were like looking at us and they thought that it was going to be an easy win, and I think we really showed up and proved to them how good of a team we really are. And I think our team grew a lot closer over the weekend, knowing that we all, depending on no matter like what kind of match we're in, we're all gonna fight our hardest, and we do have a big chance against these really good teams.
You have another conference match coming up this weekend against Sewanee, who's generally really, really good and a good competition for y'all. What is your mindset going into this weekend, coming off a weekend like last weekend at the ITAs?
I think we just kind of have to keep the same mindset that we know they're a really good team, but we also know that we are. And so I think we just have to keep a positive mindset going into the match, knowing that we're all going to play our hardest and we can come out with a win this weekend.
Yeah, I think we're ready to go this weekend. I think last weekend really prepared us for what's to come, Sewanee or any other team that we will face, and I think that it's going to be a really good year.
Go Colonels!